Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Psycho Worldwide, in association with One Mind Entertainment, proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Kevin. He is Dan Jones, and we are Two Fat Guys Podcast. As usual, as you can see, we got our man Big Nah representing SMU all day.
SMU.
SMU. Yes.
Yes. University.
Yeah.
Lebanese University.
You know.
PLE champ.
Yes. Yeah. So those who saw the last episode yesterday, we came up with Dan Jones came up with a contest for us, and Big Nah came out the winner of that contest. With what, 20 points? I think he
20 to our 15.
Yeah. One of those points he got by a subsequent but either way, a win's a win. As they say,
a win is a win.
They say,
win is a win.
Hold on. I was saying that. As they say, a win's a win. So yeah. But how was y'all weekend? How was y'all Sunday thus far? I know because this is unusual for us to be live on a Sunday. So how was y'all Sunday so far? That's it.
Any day above ground. Any day above ground is good.
Yeah,
that is true. Any day above the ground is a blessed day. Today was a chill day for moi. Just been working on some projects in the background for other folks, watching Heat Wave as we speak. So it's been a pretty chill day.
Yeah, I'm actually got Heat Wave on in the background also. We're gonna be dipping and dabbing in that a little bit today. Yeah, my morning sucked. My morning sucked. Somebody tore the back end of my car off because they fell asleep while driving. But by the grace of God, everybody walked away. Just a bunch of cosmetic damage done in my car, nothing that can't be fixed. So
basically, your morning didn't suck.
It threw a hamper. You know,
my
brother was on his.
It derailed a little bit.
Yeah, I was on my way to church.
Morning.
Yeah, I was on my way to church. So
did you go?
But, hey! Not to sound preachy and not to take over your job, but let's think about this. You was on your way to church. However, you didn't leave probably in the time you normally would have left, and your car got towed off. You could have been in that car when that car hit that car, and you was not in that car. Therefore, the Lord made you late.
Woo! Jesus.
And the crazy part is we did leave out late this morning. So normally I would probably have already been through that intersection. But we did leave out late this morning. But
That's God saying he need a new car.
That's right.
it,
Either that or a new city.
look, we ain't gonna talk about my. You're gonna come from my city, yo. And you down
What do
in the
you
southern
suggest?
region.
Pittsburgh,
Yes, sir.
April Fools.
Yes, sir. I wouldn't go to Pittsburgh either. I've been through there. Pittsburgh is dry and dead, other than football. But I'm not
I
going to either.
hold like hell.
Oh
True.
man,
True that.
so we're gonna get into this PLE known as Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a massive botch that happened.
I mean, we've seen
No,
worse. Come on.
dog. That was we seen worse, but
We've seen worse.
was the botch. That was the botch of the night. That was the botch of the PLE. I'm
I'll
sorry.
Was it the
take
last
that.
match?
I think that's the botch of the year so far. I'm
Was
sorry.
it the
I won't
last
say
match?
in a year.
It's my opinion, so I'm gonna say it's the botch of the year.
But you
Made,
were talking about it happening to the same guy who the previous PLE, he almost broke his neck trying to do a move. That was the botch of the year. He was helmet upside down.
touche.
Like, come on, the man is getting some things thrown at him, and he's rising to the occasion every single time.
I gave you that touche. But we gonna see. We gonna get into this. So let's talk about. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I missed the first match because I was under the impression that it was supposed to start
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
That's how I came in the house and took a shower, and everybody was like, "The match is on." I was like, "It's 7:15."
Same.
Right.
I saw somebody talking about it online. I was like, wait a minute. I jumped in. I'm like, oh, joint is already underway. Okay.
Yeah, like
You know.
Triple H pulled the okey doke on some of us. We was just like, yeah. So, okay. So we did not see that coming.
He started 8 o'clock Toronto time.
But they're not ahead of us though, yo.
I don't
Because
know.
every PLE is gonna be 7 o'clock from now on.
I hope not. That's gonna throw a I can't do that. So let's talk about this first match. The men's Money in the Bank match. Folks, so I did go back, and this was the only match that I missed the night. And I will admit, I was kind of surprised that they put they allowed this individual, Drew McIntyre, to win, surprisingly, who was not on my list to win.
I believe he was on mine.
Yes.
Although I don't agree with it. I didn't agree with it, but I do believe I had him on my list.
You did
You
have him on
did.
your list. You did. That was your first.
Yep.
Point. Your first 5. So after that, our brackets was busted. You almost ran the gauntlet.
I almost ran the gauntlet.
You almost ran
one of them threw me off. One of them threw me off. That was the women's. The women's one threw me off, but that's okay. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, but you almost ran the gauntlet though, which is crazy. So, yo, there were some crazy spots, in this match, and I was really happy at the level that Triple H allowed these men to go. And I like the fact that everybody tried their best to keep Drew from winning, but you just like after watching it, like you knew he was going to win.
They can.
And you're.
Can we talk about how they let Chad Gable loose on everybody?
Yeah, but you know what? It's about time.
Yes.
Like it's about time they let Chad. It's kind of about time he let. Like since Chad, even as a face, he never got. Like I think as a heel, this is like the great time for him just to run, right? Just to run through people, But you gotta
But
give him
he
a
kind of
chance to
had those moments here and there in different matches, though.
yeah, but
Chad been on that
not to the
wave.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Not on the Kurt. Not I was just saying he been on that wave of having some good matches and good moments, but not to the extent I guess last night they kind of made him into that new Kurt English mode where he just snapped and just started throwing
Right.
everybody around. So yeah, I kind of like that. He went to that level. He need to stay
That
there.
was me. I listen. I really thought everybody in there was dead, but him at one point because he suplexed everybody off of ladders. The ankle lock on the ladder was everything to me. I got
Right.
flashbacks of everything Kurt Angle. Man, Chad
I was
Angle.
I went to WWE 2K and played Chad versus Kurt Angle just because of that.
Yeah,
It gives you that
like I
feeling,
said,
bro.
yeah, but like I said, I think it's just been a long time coming from him that they didn't like they just need to use him more. And like really, he's a hell of a wrestler. He's a hell of a worker. So hopefully now we get to see him. And I'm still waiting for him to pull the trigger with the Creed brothers because I think they was down GCW this weekend or they supposed to be at GCW.
Yeah.
So but Drew McIntyre winning this. How many just knew that he was not wait? I know he said if he won, he was cashing in that night. But how many did y'all think he was actually going to pull the trigger?
Oh, we knew. I knew once he won, I knew what the ending of where that was going. I knew if he won that night, he was going to cash in that night, and I knew Punk was coming.
Right, we all said that like yesterday that if he wins, he's going to get screwed by Punk again. You know, and
So
yes, I still stand by that he didn't get screwed by Punk at WrestleMania. But every time after that, it was all Phil Brooks.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Phil,
We all know
What do you
Phil
mean?
CM Punk is absolutely petty. We all know
Yes.
that from years experience. And like I said before, that interview that he did after the post show, where he said that he never
Yo, that
wishes.
net breaker. I'm sorry, I'm watching Chase U wrestle, what's the name? And
Yeah,
dude
I
just
Yeah,
see
hit
that
like
they
this.
going ham.
versus the
Yeah, that
Power
net
Rangers.
breaker was crazy. Yeah.
Like I said, it was the post show with CM Punk. He was talking, and he said, despite how he feels about people in WWE, he would never wish or pray nothing happened to them that'll take food off
Right.
of their plate. Now, for me, I respect it as a man. But when somebody is bragging the fact that they injured you, it does something for you, especially when you can't provide for your family the way that you want you doing something that you love. It turns you into a petty person. Now, it can CM Punk take it further than that. To me, Drew had to know this was coming. I think this whole thing is set up for the biggest bad blood pay-per-view ever that we have never seen before.
Yeah, because
I'm starting to feel that.
they advertised that last night for the first time. Like it's gonna be in
Yeah, I think
Atlanta.
on Instagram like yesterday morning, I was like, uh-oh.
I
Yeah,
already
it's
got
gonna
myself
be
on the waiting list.
yeah,
Me
that's gonna
personally,
be
We going.
because
I
it's gonna
wanted to
be in
be a
Atlanta
fatal
in
five-way
October.
at SummerSlam.
Say it again.
I wanted to be a fatal five-way at SummerSlam. We can get all this out of the way and set up a bad blood. Let it be Gunther, Drew, Seth, CM Punk, and Damian for Damian's belt, and let Gunther win. That everybody can fight. You can make a good main event match without no belt.
All right, we're gonna get this on fantasy booking in a minute because I had that on my mind, but not for Bad Blood. I'm thinking SummerSlam. But
No, I'm saying that's SummerSlam, but bad blood will be every individual match because you know
oh,
Damian Finn's gonna go at it.
oh yeah. So, but what was your overall thought of the men's ladder match?
The spots was crazy. I'm starting to think that they don't know how to use Andrade because I think Andrade could have beat all of them by himself.
But he had a breakout match though.
He did have a breakout moment. I think him and Melo had a breakout moment. Chad had a breakout. Everybody had their own special moment where you had to give them a standing ovation.
Yeah.
But however, my grade on it, I would give it a B. A solid B. Just because it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, so I'm being petty on that.
Well,
Because
I would have to
honestly,
be inclined to agree with the grade, and I'll save my piece when we finish.
you know Rakishi's going to talk about this on his podcast. Like, bruh, you keep screwing my son over.
Facts.
'Cause I honestly think by the end of this year, he's going to win the Royal Rumble.
If you don't, it's a problem.
If you don't have to, you have nobody else in line to win the Royal Rumble. You can't give it to Punk. He missed that when he got hurt at the Royal Rumble. It's Jay Uso. You're going to follow Jay Uso's story the whole way through. How he was almost there, but got robbed every time
Every
because he's
single
quote
time.
unquote. They're going to pretty much say he can't do it on his own. Because
But
you
the
know, if
thing
Jay
is,
was there on his side, he'd have had that belt.
he can do it on his own, and like you said, every time he came close to doing it on his own, he got screwed. So it's a
Right.
difference of you failing on your own versus somebody continuously getting in your way and stopping you from succeeding. So for people to go, oh, he can't do it, that's crap. He can. People keep
Right.
getting in his way.
He only had one match that I can think of that he lost cleanly to somebody, and that was the one against Gunther when they was going to qualify for the King of the Ring tournament. However, every
Yeah.
other match has been either his brother interfering or Judgment Day or somebody. It's always been somebody interfering, keeping him from winning that match or keeping him from going over. However, this particular occasion, he just so happened to get hit in the face with a ladder, and that caused him to not pull the briefcase down. Although Drew was my pick to win, I disagreed with it because I thought it was a waste of a pick. I already knew what they was going to do. I think Jay should have got that joint. They could have still just had added Drew to that match as a three-way or something like that. But I understand. I get where they were going with it. Just so CM Punk can screw him over yet again, to amp it up just a little bit more. But now you got Drew
Listen,
McIntyre in the same category as like a Baron Corbin or John Cena, somebody who can't cash in the money in the bank briefcase or Otis or something like that. That's crazy. Don't put my name
but
with them people.
before we finish this, there is rumors that they're slowly bringing Wade Bird back. It's been rumored that he's in the training locker room, training in the gym, whatever. He's eventually going to be a Wade Bird and Drew McIntyre versus Seth and CM Punk.
I would actually like to see that. I
Because
think
Wade Bird has been
Wade
kicking
was a good
records.
talent.
All
He
right,
He was
never
a
well,
good
really
talent.
won after the
I would like to
career.
see that.
my
He just retired.
overall thought for the Money in the Bank, the men's Money in the Bank match is a B. I agree with both of y'all. I think they're wasting Jay. Like I get why Drew won because the storyline between him and Punk and now Seth Rollins, which we're going to get into later. um, so I get it, but you are wasting Jay Uso. And y'all, they really need to do something with Jay because it's getting ridiculous. Like Jay, like come on, like he has one of the biggest movements right now, probably next to Hendry in, in all of wrestling right now.
Don't get
But
my son started.
what I can say about the WWE is they don't mind wasting somebody's momentum because they wasted LA Knight. Even though I'm not an LA Knight fan, they wasted that momentum. They wasting Jay right now. There's been a few people
I
that who
don't
had a good heat on them, good run on them, and they wasted. Selena Vega wasted. Been a few of them.
I don't necessarily think they're wasting Jay. I think they're slowly burning his story out. Like you're doing too much for that at this moment. Like he's gonna have to win something big in order to get that belt. And it has to be the Royal Rumble. Like you don't have no other pay-per-views left for him to get that title shot.
At least let the man
So
get the
what else is
IC
there
belt,
left?
but it looks like they about to get that to Braun.
Speaking
So
of the IC championship, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the
bullshit.
IC championship.
Bullshit.
Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. I I thought it was a good match. I understand a lot of people are upset and a lot of people. I think this match went 60-40 for people who were in um, support versus non-support of Sami Zayn retaining. We knew, or at least I knew, that Sammy was going to retain because he's still the underdog, and people still love underdogs. And I know Braun Breaker is getting pushed heavy right now, but he's not ready. This is not NXT, and I know they put the NXT title on him, and he ran Ramshaw and did his thing, but like 2 times. But this is not NXT. This is a different
Major.
brand, and you got to do
Major.
right, and you got to do more than just run through people. Now, Braun did show he can wrestle. He showed last night that he can wrestle with a guy like Sami Zayn. But I would like to still see him go against somebody like a Chad Gable if he goes face or whatever. I want to see him against more technical wrestlers to see how he can actually handle that. Because they kind of gave him the
Goldberg.
what's her name? No, well yeah, Goldberg. But what's our girl's name? With
Jay Cargill.
Yeah, Jay Cargill. Yeah, they kind of gave him that treatment. He just came out wrestling a bunch of jobbers, no name people. Some guy they say he would never wrestle again because he killed them or tried to kill him or whatever. And it's like, all right, okay, we've seen this before. This is not new. Like we've seen this. I want to see something different with Braun Breaker on the main roster. I didn't see that as of yet. Last night, I saw potential. This guy's great. He definitely has great potential. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do from here. But I do think if not SummerSlam, Bad Blood, Sammy needs to drop the title.
To Braun Breaker.
Or whatever the show. Yeah.
If you don't
because I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over with Braun. I don't think it's over with them two yet. I think that storyline is going to continue.
If it's not Braun, it's Chad.
Yeah.
He's going to reset. He's going to learn from his mistakes. He's going to go back and watch some film. He's going to have to be like his pops and his uncle, realizing that I can come over here and now muscle these dudes, but now I might have to actually come out here and now wrestle these dudes too, which he can wrestle. I think everybody forgets that because he's so fast and so strong. The dude can actually wrestle. So now he know, okay, look, I'm gonna have to add this, take a little way of that, do a little remixing of what I got going on, and he up.
It was crazy though because that Frankensteiner man from off the top rope. Like, first of all, let's talk about how he ran up the turnbuckles like they were steps. Like, my man jumped on Sammy's shoulders.
Just like his uncle.
Like,
yo, better though. He's going to miss that joint one day. He's going to miss it because that joint is slippery. I don't think he should keep doing the top rope version. You need to go to his uncle and do the bounce him off the ropes joint.
He missed it once or twice, but he grabbed the three leg and just pulled him off the turnbuckle. I think this is a Brains versus Braun's match, and it clearly showed that Brains will win every time. I just hate when they do the Brains versus Braun match. The only way to beat the Braun's guy, they run into the turnbuckle. All of a sudden they're injured and they're dazed and confused. You get the whole count out. They get back in and here comes the finisher. And all of a sudden you're being praised as you won. Like, no, it's the same setup. You do it with Nia Jax. You do it with Over Fenty. You do it with everybody. Like, stop letting me. Even the Brock Lesnar's the most famous one. Let him run into the turnbuckle, injure his stomach, hurt his head, bust him open, a couple finishing moves, and Brock lost.
And I beat myself. You ain't beat me. I beat me.
You still ain't beat me. Now I got to return for a rematch to beat you, and then you do the same thing to me again. But this time I win.
No. Sammy beat him. Sammy beat Braun Breaker. He out wrestled him. And I know this is all based upon heart, but there was a couple times where I know that we all bought the, oh my God, Sami Zayn just about to drop the title and he kicks out. Like, it was good. Like, that match kept you going, damn, Braun might actually walk away with this. And then Braun make the mistake.
That one part when he ran into the turnbuckle. And I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. The big person always got to run into the turnbuckle. Haven't we learned the turnbuckle is not our friend? Haven't we learned to walk before we run?
Well, no.
No, we really haven't.
No.
We haven't.
All right. So
We're still gonna do
it
the same
wasn't.
things over and over again.
It wasn't a lot of spots in this match. Like Braun did try to do the run around the ring thing. Sammy did catch him, but then Braun remembered what happened Friday and he stopped himself and wound up putting Sammy face into the table. The top
He
rope
was a bully.
Frankensteiner. Huh?
He was a bully.
He's supposed to be a bully, yo.
All you
Like,
seen was Sammy Ginger Head just wishing.
you can't be calling people gingers, yo.
He called himself a ginger.
He does.
That's him. He can say that. We
Well,
can't.
he said
That's
that means it's
that's
cool with him. It's cool with me.
no. So it's okay for a white dude to drop the N word around you?
What, Nigeria? I'm cool with that.
No, that's
Nicaragua? I'm cool with that.
no. You know exactly
Nova
what word I'm
Scotia?
talking about.
I've never been there
Nova
before, but I like
Scotia.
seeing one there.
I like how you coming up with all these in countries. Oh
That's
man.
about it.
They are setting up for the NXT Women's Championship match. Like, was it Perez and
Lola Bunny.
yeah, thank you. So they're setting up for that match right now. On Heatwave. So I don't know who's gonna win that match. So that's gonna be interesting to see. But Shorty is a legit like mixed martial artist, taekwondo master. And because they said when she was in the performance center, that spinning back fist she got, she actually caught somebody. And it was
Yeah, she used to do it in Bellator when I used to watch then. I used to watch her in
yeah,
Bellator, man.
but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
she
lie,
really
I
did
watched
train
this
by Shayna
promo.
Baszler.
Yeah, I watched this promo um Tuesday night. It was painful to watch. It picked up towards the end, like I don't know what it is with mixed martial artists that transition to professional wrestling / sports entertainment, but their mic skills are very lackluster, and I think that's just because they don't talk a lot
They
in
don't
the
talk.
profession they come from. Right, but Perez has no excuse. Like, her mic skills is still bad. Like, she picked up towards the end, but that whole segment, it was painful to watch. But hopefully this match is not. So we'll see. I know she's
He
called the
witnessed that
Prodigy.
everybody in NXT now has been trained by Booker T.
I mean, like it or not, Booker T puts out great wrestlers. Usos, what is her name? My God.
Athena.
Before
Amber
you say
Moon,
anything, let's give it up to Mark Henry and Booker T.
right?
Because you gave us
Yeah,
Jay
they
Cargill,
produce wrestlers.
Bianca Belair, the Usos,
And the
the Street
Usos,
Profits.
Street
You,
Profits,
we
Ember
know what's
Moon.
in the pattern with this situation
Amber
here.
Moon, Amber Moon, and
Yes,
I'm trying. Yes, I know.
yes.
Yes.
I love that. I still get in arguments over her, and I don't even care.
All right, what was your overall thoughts, like grade wise, for the Intercontinental Championship match?
I gave it a B minus.
I'm with him on a B minus. The match wasn't bad. It just wasn't the result that I wanted. I'm just being in my own feelings.
Understandable.
Because I don't like Sami Zayn with a belt.
I'm gonna need you to get out your feelings. You're supposed to be
No,
unbiased. We're supposed to be unbiased journalists here and being upfront. Like, you just, you know, what a time. So I'm just
Sami Zayn
like
with
his
a belt.
matches.
His promos is different when he gets the belt. When
It
he's
is.
going for the belt, I feel it more. Once
Sammy's
he
a way
has the
better
belt,
heel
it's like,
than
man,
face.
it's like
Mm.
quote unquote Cody Rhodes. Now that he got the belt, it's like, all right, bro, what we doing?
All
You
right, we're
keep
gonna
doing
talk
it, so
about.
shaking you in the ring like this, hawking up. Like, come on, bro. Stop catering to these fans. Get this DDT and let's go home. Champs and championships.
And
Hold
can I
on,
mention
stop,
something else?
stop. I'm
One
sorry. Give
other
me one
little
second.
point about Sammy. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Naeem. Nah, I'm going to disagree with you, Danny, because you talking about start catering to the fans. It's the fans that pay to see them. It's the fans that's giving him checks and championships. So if he got to cater to the fans for a bit, then let's do that. Let's cater to the fans because that's what's going to put money. That's what's going to make people watch these PLEs for now. We know a heel turn is coming down the line, but let this man ride out for a minute. Let him do what he does.
Since you brought up that point, that actually goes.
Hold on. Go ahead, Naeem.
I was gonna say, since you brought up that point, and I'll be quick. That goes into the point I was making. You saying let them cater to the fans. If you go back and look at that match and look at his interest, the man ain't even acknowledged the fans not one time, not a handshake, not a high five. What kind of case are you? You don't try to celebrate with the fans. You don't high five the fans. This is your hometown. You couldn't even give them no love. Man, get out of here.
I'm being honest. And I'm
Hold on. Who you come on, Sammy?
Right there next to him. He was like, come on.
That's not. Well, first of all, that's not his hometown. That's not his hometown. That's his home country.
Home country.
So it's a difference. It's a difference.
All safe.
All right. Can we talk about?
No.
So you gave a B minus. I'm gonna concur with you guys. Yeah, that match was a B minus match. The NXT Women's Championship match is on its way, and Perez just slapped the piss out of her. Damn.
Lola Vice
and she smiled. She smiled, yo.
I don't think
Lola can wrestle.
Is doing is white.
I'm not sold on her as a wrestler. But that right there, yeah.
We gonna talk about this World Heavyweight Championship match. Hold on. Before we get into that, there was a segment that came up after the Intercontinental Championship match that was unexpected and unforeseen. The second 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Do we got to talk about this?
Yes, we do. Because this was a major point of the show last night. It was unexpected.
SmackDown.
No. Because they got the reaction that they needed. He said they did it in Canada for a reason, because Canada gives them the reaction that they want. They always been a live crowd for them. So if they did that here in the States, they would have got a reaction, but not like that. They would not have got it the way they got it in Canada.
Ernest goes to retirement. That's gonna be the new movie because he look like Ernest. I don't know. Y'all might be a little too young. Some of y'all might be Ernest. Y'all know Ernest. Ernest. He looks like Ernest now. That's why he's retired. Exactly. The John Cena, the Thugonomics, the Doctor of Thugonomics is gone. He did the culture vultures thing for a minute. He can't go back to doing that no more because it don't look right. Now that he look like Ernest. So now he's gonna come back and tell me he gonna be in a suit and tie because he's missing the crop top at the top. Man, get at it. If you retiring, beat it.
I remember Ernest goes to camp and Ernest goes to jail and all this other stuff.
Ernest goes to retirement.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the Doctor of Thugonomics. I had the John Cena CD. It was pretty. It was pretty entertaining.
Actually, it was pretty good. I ain't gonna front on him. It was a good CD.
Granted, he didn't write not one song on there, but
it don't matter. He was Drake. He was drinking before Drake was drinking.
Right. I mean, he had Bumpy Knuckles and who else? Somebody else. Method Man. Yeah, right, for that album. Yeah, but there's a song on there I still play to this day, which is like my favorite song off of that. I'm this. Nah, it's a song called Right Now. It got a nice mellow beat. The song called Right Now. It got a nice mellow beat to it. The video was kind of cool. That's a chill song. I like the song. Don't judge me. I like what I like. But John Cena has announced his retirement tour, the farewell tour. I was talking to Sean last night, and Sean said he felt like it's the Sting treatment, and I almost want to agree, but they didn't announce Sting's farewell tour. It was implied. With WWE, they're doing it. He's like, WrestleMania 2025, Las Vegas. That's it for me as an in-ring competitor.
He's doing the full year. He said he wrestling that whole
Right?
year.
No, right. But he's saying no. WrestleMania 2025 is his last match. It's his last in-ring match. But he's still going to be doing stuff with WWE
Did
throughout
you
the
watch the
year.
press conference afterwards?
Yeah, I did, and he kind of contradicted himself. So,
Right. He said I'm doing 30 to 40 dates from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, which means he's going WrestleMania will be his last WrestleMania, SummerSlam will be his last SummerSlam. He's going to wrestle that year till the end of the year.
mm. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it because even one of the reporters asked him. Oh, they're still going. One of the reporters asked him, like, "Are we going to see a return of like Dr. Thugonomics John Cena? Like, is he going to turn heel? Is he going to turn heel on his way out the door?" And he's like, "I don't know. We got to see what happens. There's a lot of possibilities. So
it's pointless if we do.
Pointless.
It's pointless.
oh, we got to roll up. Nope. She kicked in her throat. You know what? I don't like when you get kicked in your throat and you know selling it. Like, how do you know? Speaking of no selling, we got to get to that match.
You know what?
We got to talk about that John Cena thing.
You say what?
She stole Naomi's move, and everybody's talking about Naomi's stuff.
All right, I heard what you said. Now, what did you say, Danny?
I'm saying for the third time. We got to talk about something more important than this John Cena thing.
No, this John Cena thing is important because there's a lot of John Cena fans out there. You may not like John Cena. I get it. But no. I'm going to tell you right now. My son, who grew up, my middle son, who grew up a John Cena fan. Grew up with John Cena fan. His two favorite wrestlers, John Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin, okay? John Cena has emotional attachments to certain people. So for him making that announcement, it touched some people. And you know dad getting well when Ric Flair announced his retirement and you knew it was it, and you watched Shawn Michaels pull that trigger when the last time, or which was supposed to be the last time, tears. It was tears. And you can't deny it. You watched the greatest of all time. The original go out of my ass. All right, you watched Ric Flair get took out. Okay, people feel like that when it comes to John Cena. John Cena has that connection. When you knew Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't coming back after The Rock pinned him at this WrestleMania, that was it. This is his swan song. Now you knew that was Stone Cold's last match because The Rock pinned him. The Rock ain't never beat that man at WrestleMania until that night.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on too now.
Like I give John Cena all the flowers he could get. I get that, but I was just only like, bro, you could have had this whole announcement at the press conference before SmackDown. You could have had this be after the show. You took up a whole 30 minutes of press conference after the show to talk about this. That's just you taking away from people's time. I don't like when people do that. That's just my personal opinion.
I will admit that was selfish.
I give him all the flowers in the world for what he's done for the wrestling and everything. But the connection thing, you was gone for almost 2 years. Nobody even remembered you was gone until your music hit. Like WrestleMania, if he wouldn't have came out, it still would have been fine.
So let me ask you a question. So you said he was gone for almost 2 years, which really isn't true because he was just there last year when he fought Solo.
Who had the biggest connection? The Rock.
Hold on. He wrestled Solo and lost, and that was right at the end of the strike. And then hold on. Yeah, he did die. WrestleMania prior to that, he took an L to Austin Theory. So it hasn't been 2 years since he's been gone. And let's really keep it a buck. Before even him and The Rock had the beef, how long was Dwayne gone? Before they had their first match. He was gone for like 4 years. So
who has the better connection, John Cena or The Rock?
Say what?
Who has the better connection, John Cena or The Rock?
That's when. Now I'm gonna disagree with you. That's apples and oranges because they could. The reason why, all right, if I'm gonna say The Rock, the reason why The Rock has a better connection because he's been there longer. He's more established than John Cena. John Cena came in when the Attitude Era rolled out, and he came in, he ushered in the Ruthless Aggression Era. So
I mean, but you still
So
can't
their
say that 'cause
connection-
he sold more merch than anybody in WWE. So his connection to somebody is there.
yes,
You outsold The Rock for 2 years. The only person that outsold him is CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
that was a
Roman
unique
Reigns
submission.
outsold everybody. I mean, like I said before, I give him all the flowers in the world. It's just that I think personally, he should have did that on a SmackDown or at the press conference or the post show.
All right, so for those who are not watching Heat Wave, I'm sorry, what is her name? The Bellator fighter.
Lola like,
All right, so Lola just caught Perez with the back fist, and Perez just rolled out the ring. She's getting her back in the ring.
But that back fist ain't having all the heat on it because she
see,
using
I'm
her
not
hands
there.
during
I'm
the
on
match.
the cover. She got it in the triangle.
Yo, these cameramen, why would you pin her near the ropes?
They're ghosts.
Why would you pin her near the ropes, yo?
The cameramans are getting all the good angles.
I'm on 10 seconds away from y'all.
Oh, okay.
That's
So,
the difference between tops.
All right, let's move on.
These two young ladies are definitely smacking meats right now. If you're missing that match, you might want to turn that joint. They're definitely slapping meats today. They hit hard.
Moving forward, let's talk about this World Heavyweight Championship match with Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Puerto Rican
This
style.
match, or as some may call it, transsexual Undertaker. For the cross dressing.
Undertaker.
The cross dressing.
They Undertaker last night though. That was crazy though. They kept shouting Undertaker's name.
They did. Somebody called the people called him the cross dressing Undertaker and all types of mess. But speaking of Damian, he has a 24 coming out in August, I think. It's either August or September. They're doing a 24. Where they follow him 24 hours prior leading up to WrestleMania. And if you have Peacock, if you've never seen the 24 series, you guys need to check that out. Every WWE documentary hits, they hit different, but these 24s are really good and it's focused and it's locked in. So you guys need to check those out. Did she get her? She got her.
No, she didn't.
Oh, she kicked out. Ooh, she kicked out. Perez had Lola down, the schoolboy, and she kicked out. That schoolboy was in deep. Yes, Danny.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
How you doing? He kills me. He'll have his hand raised.
Before we get into this match,
Seth Rollins and Damian Priest.
Point of what we need to talk about these documentaries, because that behind the curtain on YouTube.
Can we say that? Can we say that to the last? Because I want to talk about that after we talk about the bloodline. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh,
but
which bloodline or the Amazon bloodline? Which one we talking about?
The Amazon bloodline.
That's the one.
Oh,
nice.
I'm sorry for screaming in your ears. I apologize, man. She hit her with a Canadian destroyer on the announce table.
Now that joint should have broke, but they
her being Perez hit Lola with a Canadian destroyer.
She
on the announce table.
Oh,
1, 2, nope. Kicked out again. Man, my phone's on mute, but I heard that. I heard that scream.
She about to pass out. She about to do the Steve Austin joint. She gonna pass out. That's how
she got in the crossface. She got in the crossface. Perez got loaded on the crossface.
She's not gonna tap.
Is she gonna do the Chris Benoit thing when he didn't tap the Brock Lesnar? He passed out.
Hit it again with it. Wham! Ooh!
Another one.
No,
did she no. Oh, that was botched.
No, get that.
Nope, we're gonna do it again. Bam! 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
And we still
people botch all the time. And she recovered greatly.
That was a good botch. Yeah, she recovered that botch. Give me my title.
Get that. Get that ass over here and hit it again with it. Gave me like 5 of them joints today.
Yeah.
Now, even in that defeat, that makes old girl look like the next star coming up. She's had to take 5
no, it does. It does. And I had to explain to somebody how you can put somebody over in defeat. But anyway, World Heavyweight Championship match: Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins. I'm gonna start this one. This was a great match.
This match is technical all the way around.
Yeah, this is a very technical match. You had some power moves from Damian. Seth flexed his power too, but Seth also showed Damian what it's like to be in the ring with a wrestler, which Seth is. I'm watching that replay, that last one. The replay of that last one is just ridiculous.
Jesus.
Right. Right.
So that Seth showing Damian. First of all, Seth showing Damian like, yo, we can do this and we can tell a great story in this moment, which they did. They told a really great story. And shout out to Ms. Voorhees. Thank you for joining us tonight. She said, good evening, fellas. Much love and support. We do appreciate you, Queen.
Good evening, Queen.
But that match was crazy. We seen power bombs. We seen people get put the tables. It was a great match. But you knew what was coming. The question is when. The question is when. And when they hit that spot, when they both was laid out,
here we go.
My brain went, yeah, exactly. My brain was like, all right, where's Drew? Because at the beginning, they kept, what was throwing me off, I don't know, because I kept seeing them look towards the ramp, towards the entrance area.
That was the tease.
That was before. Right, but that was before I found out that Drew won the Money in the Bank. Because remember, I missed the first match. So y'all told me that Drew won. So that was before I found out that Drew had won the Money in the Bank. So it made sense. They was looking for Drew because at first I thought Damian and Seth was looking for Judgment Day to stop them from coming down. Because Finn had gave Damian this weird look at the back when he was leaving. He was like, yeah, all right, boss. You know, I was like,
El Champion said, stay back here, mind your business.
Right.
When are we going to find out that Dom is being used and his Finn's dead? Because I think this whole Raw Triple H is doing is misdirection. Like you got the Wyatt Six going at the Chad when I really think it's Jay. You got everybody thinking something wrong with Dom when it's really Finn. You're misdirecting everybody, and nobody's really paying attention to the signs. yeah,
because if you realize Finn's the only one. Now I know, like JD's a bandwagon rider, and Carlito just wants to be accepted. But
he should get.
But if you notice, Finn's the only one that's like really for Liv to become part of Judgment Day. Right. And my thing is, why would you want her to be part of Judgment Day knowing what she did to
because she got them titles. He trying to get Rhea out of there. He trying to get Finn out of there. Finn trying to take over and make Judgment Day his. Basically.
Right.
Eventually, I want to see a mixed tag match. Damian and Rhea versus Finn and Liv. I want to see the Turn Twins one time.
All right, so we need to do an episode about fantasy booking. Well, let's talk about this World Heavyweight Championship match.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, and it probably has nothing to do with wrestling. But they just aired the Wolverine and Deadpool commercial.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
They got the Sabretooth from the first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I will be there giving my full recap of that. My rating on that the same night I do it.
All right, so the match was great. The cash-in was expected, and the cash-in had to be the worst fail in all of cash-in history.
No, I don't know about the worst fail.
I won't. No, I take that back. I won't say the worst fail, but it was definitely one of the biggest fails because for
Baron
Drew
Corbin
to
still
think,
holds that distinction.
Huh?
I think Baron Corbin still holds that distinction.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that.
I think John Cena does.
John Cena?
Yeah, you ain't gonna tell me.
No,
you're not gonna tell me. You're not gonna tell me you're gonna cash in on me in a certain amount of days and expect to win this match.
But remember,
Yeah, he just
you
hit it
gotta
all
remember,
clean and nice.
you gotta remember the character that John Cena was. He was the face. He was the super face. He was the guy that was believing in honesty. And look, I'm gonna come for you face to face. Coming
There
for
were
you face
faces
to
that
face.
cashed in. There were faces that cashed in
But
on a
not
moment. He could
like
have
John
cashed in on the
Cena.
moment.
Yeah. You have faces
He
that
was
did
stupid.
cash in on the moment. But John Cena, he's built different.
And that's why he lost.
But
But Cena,
but Drew,
where's
I'm not gonna lie, when he went for the other Claymore and then Punk came in, I was just like, yo, all right, that's it. There it is. And then Punk just beat that man like a government mule with that chair. And I
Ill
know that's a
Phil. That's his
phrase.
name.
That's a good old JR term, government mule. He got beat like a government mule with that chair.
You.
All right. You ain't had to curl your lip, yo. You ain't had to put your lip sideways. Nah.
Who?
Nah.
I was trying to get the sound like JR though.
He
That's what
was
I'm saying. It was
doing
no
JR.
disrespect
He
to
was
JR.
imitating JR and made his lip go like, JR lip kind of hang this way a little bit.
I was trying to get the sound. Wasn't trying to
You going
disrespect JR. Nope. No disrespect to JR.
Too late.
I'm sorry, Lord. I'm playing. I was just playing.
But so the fallout from this is now Seth is collateral damage.
He don't care about Seth. He don't give a damn about Seth. You see on his face.
Seth,
he wasn't even
right.
phased.
He wasn't, but now Seth is collateral damage. So now Seth got an issue with Punk. It's one thing if you had an issue with me. It's one thing you had an issue with Drew McIntyre. All right, you could have just him up and not get me involved, but because you got involved, now I get screwed out of my future title or any future title shot as long as Damien has the title.
Now hold that thought. Hold that right
Right?
there. Knowing CM Punk and who he is, and as Dan alluded to earlier, how petty the man is. Do you not think he already thought about that?
Right.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
go in
get
here
it.
and smack up Drew. I'm gonna get Drew, and he's gonna lose, which is gonna cause him to get disqualified. Seth meaning, so he don't get another title shot. Drew ain't got the title, and now I can go get the title, and I'm good money.
But you also got to remember that Seth, Survivor Series. Seth was one of the first ones when Punk showed up at Survivor Series. He was mad. He was mad.
Yes.
So Punk. So that animosity between them two was already there. They just underlined it because, all right, it was supposed to be a build up with them two, going into WrestleMania, but Punk messed his arm up because Cody Rhodes threw him out the ring and his arm got caught on the rope.
No, it was Drew. It was Drew.
Thought it was Cody that threw him out.
He said Drew went for the DDT and he braced, and he tore his pec. He tore his bicep.
Okay, I don't know why. I thought it was Cody when he threw him out the ring.
Drew didn't let him go when he was supposed to. He held it,
and
he had to brace.
Can I just say how Lucian is the worst name for a black guy in wrestling? Oh, go ahead.
Wesley.
Sorry. No, not Wesley. Lucian.
You talking about out OPM?
Yes, it's a horrible name. Nobody in the hood is named Lucian.
How Jada Parker is amazing.
I don't like the fact that Trick Williams, one of his merch shirts, says "Tricking ain't easy."
It ain't.
Well, we had the Godfathers say pimping ain't easy. What's the difference?
Yeah, but that was a man that had a whole train. You got a man with a shirt on that says "Tricking," like he's a trick.
He's a hoe.
He got Trick Willie. Whoop that trick. Tricking ain't easy. Anything with trick in the name, Trick or Treat, is coming up next. I guarantee.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I guarantee.
Oh yeah. He should have a move called the Trick or Treat. It'd be a fake kick, but it's a punch.
Him and Lash together, Trick or Treat.
What was your thoughts on this match?
I gave it an A.
I would give it an A. Everything was solid all the way around. Even with the botch, which people stop harping over, things happen. People botched. The man probably had a concussion. He didn't even know his arm was still down because he was getting the hammer laid to him the
Yeah,
whole night.
but that ref is a veteran ref. If the botch wasn't
The
on
ref,
Damien,
the ref had
the
to stop
botch
the
was
count.
The box was
right.
on the ref.
The botch was on the ref. So I remember watching this old episode of Tough Enough,
Jesus
and
Christ.
yeah, it was the old episode of Tough Enough, and they said something when they was training. They was showing them how to do pins and all this other stuff. And I also put this on Seth too, but Seth thought Damien was going to kick out. When you know that it's supposed to be a 2 count, and your opponent or the guy you're working with is not going to kick out, then you kick out for them.
Pull him up.
Right. The referee should have known, so did Seth know that that spot was going to be a 2 count. So that's why, if y'all pay attention, when he hit the mat the third time, the lights came up because they was expecting him to call for the bell. The lights
Mm-hmm.
came up,
But he switched it by saying his shoulder was on. His shoulder was up.
right. And then once the lights came up, he went like this, and Seth was looking at him like he was crazy. And that's when everybody collectively went, that was a 3 count.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
But then
Everybody
right
said,
after that, that's when Drew came down. And I think that was rushed. I think Triple H was like, you need to go now, go now, go now.
Because he's
Go
supposed to go
now.
on the next spot.
Yeah,
You can tell Damien was pissed because he
He's supposed
snatched
to go on
that
the
belt.
next
You know
spot.
about
yeah.
He was definitely
But
pissed. You can tell it on his face.
my thing is, Seth, and to what I said about CM Punk being petty, and now made that point very clear, gave me a thought that CM Punk could have did that on the way to the ring for Drew. Drew should have never made it to the ring. Every time Drew cashed in that money in the bank, he should have pulled what Damian Priest was doing, just stopping him. Just stopping him. He ain't had to wait till he got to the ring. So Seth,
No, he did. Because he needed him to cash in. He needed the cash in to be official. Because if the cash is official and he loses or anything, even if he didn't step foot in the ring and get one move off, once it becomes official, he can't take it back. So that's
yeah, I
why
mean,
Punk had to
I'm
wait
saying,
till he.
like I said, I was saying on the part where he knew about Seth. So your main problem was basically Seth Rollins, because he's just a younger version of you. And if he's out the equation, you don't got to worry about him. Drew is out the equation, you ain't got to worry about him. You damn to have a direct shot to Damian Priest. If Damian Priest now don't kill you.
And that's if
Because you
Damien
see
gets
how
past
he's so
Gunther.
playing with Seth Rollins. Imagine how you see him Punk.
I'm pre-predicting he's going to get past Gunther.
Huh?
Say that again now.
I said that's if Damien gets past Gunther. Because you're saying CM Punk got a direct shot at Damian Priest. That's if Damien gets past Gunther, which I'm predicting in SummerSlam he will. That's my early prediction.
Which I think would be shenanigans, but we can talk about that prediction down the line. But that's gonna be our next prediction show.
What is the bash in Berlin?
I think that's in September.
All right. This dude is straight from the hood. He like my coworker, on NXT.
It was like somebody who just got out of high school, one of them kids that you don't like talking to because they don't make sense. But
No,
Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin is next month, so it's 2 PLEs next month.
Yeah, it's like one seeing SummerSlam should be in the beginning of the month, and then it's Bash in Berlin.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
I need this dude to go back to the Perfect 10 character.
No, I like this one.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
He don't use the chair enough for me.
Yeah, he should use the chair.
Character. This the guy he brought from he developed this character AEW. Yeah, I like this character better than that 10.
But if you're gonna be the chairman, then you need to be killing people with the chair every single chance you get.
Right, I need you to with that dollar store hoodie, get anybody with it. Bing bong. Bing bong.
Anyway.
Bong. But go ahead. It was a good match. It was a good, solid A match. Yeah. Everybody, even with the predictable ending, it was a good match.
I liked it.
But
I enjoyed it. It was definitely an A match. And the fallout
More
in so many
importantly,
different
it gave me
directions.
points.
Yeah, it gave me points. No, I had Seth in that match. Unfortunately,
Wrong again.
but I just thought Seth would be a better fit for Gunther. But once I realized that Drew won the Money in the Bank, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
my man
Um,
said the bracket is broken.
right. So this match, the women's 2024 Money in the Bank ladder match, was surprisingly really good. They have
No, it wasn't.
stepped
Why?
up.
It was good last year.
It was no. Let me finish my thought. I
Go
would
ahead.
say within the last few years, they have really stepped up these women ladder matches. Like they're letting them become more physical. It is like the storytelling is really great. I love the fact how Chelsea Green was being Chelsea Green, and you thought that she was like she got over her fear of ladders and this, that, and the third, and the bumps that they was taking was crazy. I thought Zoe Starks killed herself. Oh.
Zoe. She carried most of the match.
Yes,
She
she did.
did. She did. She did. That's why I knew she wasn't going to win. Because
But the thing is, if you follow her on the social media, she's been literally telling everybody, like, Triple H, like, yo, let us loose. Let us do. That's all she's been saying. Give us the opportunity, the underdogs opportunities. So let us loose. And you see what happens when you put the rings off of her. That missile drop kick is so accurate, it's ridiculous.
I don't know how they haven't got sued by.
3-6 Mafia.
Yeah. Well, not even
Because
Three
that
Six
song,
Mafia because they don't even own that song. The movie,
yeah,
the production company
the
owns
movie
it.
company.
Yeah.
They probably bought
And
the right.
that's
No,
the
then they
crazy
probably bought the
thing.
rights
You
to it.
can't do nothing about a regular
Oh,
saying.
just a side note, and if y'all don't believe me, look it up. Like Google it. Terrence Howard talked about the residual checks or the royalty checks that Dave was supposed to get from the soundtrack, right? Because he performed this, like he actually rapped on the song. But because he's not Terrence Howard, since he's not listed as Terrence Howard on the
It gets
track,
nada.
he gets nada because they put the character name as the artist, and the
Mm-hmm.
studio owns the character name. And I was like, that's dirty.
I don't know. I was gonna say a term that my grandmother always said, and I know we can't say that, but those people are crafty. She used another word
Yes,
for them, but they're very crafty.
yeah. When he said that, he said, "Nah, they ain't getting out one penny from the soundtrack." Even when they
Those rich
performed
are
it,
very crafty.
yeah, yeah. Even when they performed it at the Grammys the year that they won the Grammy for it, yeah,
Yep.
they still didn't get paid that much money for the song. Like I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's dirty. But back to the match. This I loved it. I love the spots. Um, um, God bless her. Naomi knows that she's, and I know some people feel like she should have stayed down TNA, and I partially agree with that. But I think her run down TNA was going to be it was short lived anyway. But Naomi knows how to go in there and work and help put these other young girls over. Like she helped Zoe, even Tiffany Stratton, who actually is our
Yep.
winner of the match.
Yep.
Um, and shout out to Chelsea Green. Not I mean, yeah, Chelsea Green. Chelsea
Who should have
Green, man.
won?
Yeah,
Who
I
should
agree.
have
She should
won?
have won. She should have won. But I did call Tiffany. I think I had Tiffany or
My
Chelsea.
my my one error in the night, and Chelsea got
Yeah.
robbed. You can hear the crowd. They
I
wanted
had,
Chelsea to win.
Yeah, they did. Well, you know she's Canadian, so they was like extremely biased. So
True, but that's the point. She should have won. I don't
Triple
think
H
Tiffany
and Vince
Stratton is
McMahon
there
don't
yet.
even
I
want
just
to
don't think
be
she's there
winning.
yet. I don't
right.
think she's ready
So
yet. I don't see it.
I don't
I
think
don't see it.
Tiffany. I don't think Tiffany's going to have a fast cash in. I think they're going to drag her cash in out. I think they're going to
They
drag it
should.
out and to build her up more and to get her ready for that position. So that's what I think is going to happen with her. and I'm
I think
kind
she's
of
going
looking
to cash
forward
in on
to it.
Nia Jax.
She be
Well,
stupid.
you know, she got asked that question
Mm-hmm.
at the press conference, and of course, she gave the best answer that she can give, which is, Nia's my
Skittles.
girl.
She's my girl.
Nia's right. So,
Skittles.
and she
Her
talking about I could be looking at Liv.
Someone turned it into a person.
Shut up.
I really got her bling. I do have her blinging out this briefcase. Now that I do
Oh,
want to
she
see,
said she
just
gonna do
because I know
that.
it's gonna look. I know it's
Yeah.
gonna look ridiculous.
Yeah,
She's
that's
gonna turn
going
that joint into a
hard.
mini. She's gonna turn that joint into a purse.
Oh, she said she was gonna do that. She
But I
said
felt like
she
she
was
was an
gonna.
airhead during that press conference. I'm like, yo, she looks and sounds like an airhead. Now maybe she's really not an airhead, but she sounds like one. And I'm not. She can't talk. All she says is toodles. I don't need you to be my champion saying toodles all the time.
Well, unfortunately, bro, because of the character that she is, that's how she's gonna talk.
She's a Barbie.
Right? She's a Barbie.
It's stupid.
She's literally Alicia Silverstone and Clueless.
I'm just saying though, nah, she's not. Nah, Alicia Silverstone had a brain. She was just. It took her a minute to get there.
Exactly.
Was it me
Skittles.
or was Tiffany extra bronze?
She was.
She got a tan.
Okay, like the spray tan was heavy. The spray, the spray tan was heavy.
I'll drink to that.
I like her cartwheel Alabama slammer, but that's the only thing I like. I don't see nothing else about it that's worthwhile talking about.
First of all, the I think it was her and Naomi when they did the somersault, the flip thing, and then she caught her and hit her,
Alabama. I thought
and
she
it
killed him. I thought she
yeah,
killed him.
but right, and Naomi blocked the first one, but then she caught it again and hit it with the I was like, yo, like I can't take nothing away from Tiffany. For her to be as young as she has learned really fast and grasps really fast in this business. We got a roll up by Trick Williams. No, that wasn't Trick Williams. That's my man. What's his name? Can't think of his name. It's not. It's only a
Javon.
handful of black people in NXT.
It's Javon, bro.
Javon.
Yeah. Why do all the black people in NXT, all the black males got dreads?
Because that's the black look. You can't be a clean cut black guy. You got to have dreads to make you look more menacing.
I'm
Especially with
so
fat women in the hair. Black
yo,
women got
they,
too much heat in their hair.
Either
You're right.
dreads or braids. It's not a black dude in NXT who ain't got dreads or braids.
right. That's what I'm saying, yo.
I think Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford the only black dudes in it in WWE with regular haircuts.
That's why they ain't got a belt.
So what's New Day's excuse? What's New Day's
They
excuse?
stupid. They stupid. One got dreads, one got a bush.
Yeah,
He like
one of them had a faux hawk. The other one had dreads. The other one got a bush perm, dreadlocks.
Don't
Y'all
be
had
Shot
don't be
Indian
hate
boy.
don't be hating no Woods' hair. He got that good Indian hair.
on who?
Woods got that porno star hair. That's what he got.
Wood got that. No, no.
Naeem. Miss
Yeah.
Voorhees. Miss Voorhees put slapping question mark meets question mark university question mark.
Exactly. You knew.
We're not doing this today. It's great to be a fraternity somewhere.
You be like,
Let me look. He part of slapping meets university. I'm part of Backshots college. So,
I guess I go to Eat It Up Tech.
eat it up, tech. All right.
give me the check. I'm about to transfer. I need to get my credits. I need to get my summer credits.
You
Eat
get
it
your
up,
summer credits.
Yeah. Foreign
Yeah.
exchange student.
All right. What was your favorite spot? What was your favorite spot out of this match, man? The ladies' ladder match.
Easily, what's the name? Who did the joint off the power bomb? So was that Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe.
Was it Zoe?
Yeah.
Yeah. The flip power bomb joint. Oh my god! I thought whoever that was got hit with that power bomb. I thought was dead. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I gotta go back and watch.
that was. Think that was that Naomi?
The power
It might have been.
bomb for that one, me was the Tiger drop,
No, that
bro.
was
He was
Valkyria. That was Valkyria. She tried to murder. That's who that was.
Okay.
Valkyria.
it was a lot of death in this match.
It was a very hard hitting women's match. I'll tell you that much.
Nah, she said, "Hey yo, y'all wild as AF."
Summer classes start soon.
You know what? I'm not even. Anyway, yeah, that was my favorite spot. My second favorite spot is when Naomi was on both ladders.
Oh,
she did the split.
Yes. Oh, matter of fact, when she hit the split, the jumping split leg drop on what's the name on the ladder, it's like
that joint sounded like it hurt too.
First of all, let's not even ignore the fact that it wasn't the ladders was broke when Naomi did it.
Yeah.
And she used her leg to keep this thing.
Man, but Chelsea Green taking that bump to the outside of them 2 tables though, y'all.
Hey yo,
her being afraid I already knew she wasn't gonna win. That was it for her.
She said, "Nope, not going up there."
But she climbed it though. Remember, she almost got it.
She came back.
Until Tiffany.
She came back.
Until Tiffany did wasn't Tiffany Stratton did her thing.
Let her know what time it was.
All right. Let's talk about the main event.
Oh man.
I'm going to sit back for a moment, let y'all guys talk about
Please do.
And then I'm going to come in because I have some opinions about this match. And so boom, let's go. Undisputed WWE Championships. It was a 6-man tag match with the champion Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens versus, as Danny calls them, the Amazon Bloodline. Or Timu. Timu.
They are the Timu bloodline.
I said Timu. I corrected myself. Timu bloodline.
What's it? The Make-A-Wish bloodline.
Make-A-Wish. The Wish bloodline, yeah.
Right.
That's worse than Timu.
Right there.
All right, Wish.com is officially worse than Timu. That's all I'm saying.
Sheen
and Timu is the same thing. They owned by the same people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, see, he used the chair.
Oh, you just cracked somebody a minute ago. You missed it. But yeah, so okay. First of all, big shout out to Jacob. Way to make a debut. Way to come in there and get your name out there.
Ooh.
I think it could have been a little bit more aggression from the Samoan side of the table, but I know you got to let your stars get their rocks off, so I get it. But they was giving Kevin Owens the business, and then they started taking some punishment. I feel like it could have been a little bit more aggression for me if you're going to be the Bloodline 2.0. I told y'all from when we did the show Saturday, they needed to come in and wreck shop, and it didn't. It looked like it was an even Steven thing all the way to the end. I ain't particularly appreciate that, but nonetheless, Jacob did what Jacob was supposed to do. He secured the win. He was the enforcer of the match. He did what he was supposed to do. When he took that DDT from Randy Orton, popped up. I was like, oh, all right.
He knows
we got a player.
We got a player right here. Sold that so well. Like, sold it.
I just want to be there.
It was like,
was I the only one thinking RKO was great? Give it to him. Great RKO Cody Rhodes.
I was waiting for it, but it didn't happen.
He was too hesitant to tag in. Every time Cody gave him something to do, he was like, "Look, bro, I'm on your team with you. Like, you ain't my boss."
I didn't pick that vibe up.
I brought you in here, youngin.
Yeah, every time Cody said something, Randy was like, "Look, all right, now I got you."
But I did peep when Cody came into his entrance and had that belt. Randy was looking dead at that joint.
Randy was looking at him, yeah. Because I thought at the end of that match,
I thought Trick Williams was about to die.
Right.
Hey, nah. I'm gonna ask you a question, bro. Clearly, you love villains the way I do. We love a good bad guy. My personal opinion, to get Solo over some more, I would have said something about KO's mama.
No. And I'm gonna tell you
No.
before you answer now, I'm gonna answer, give you my answer. No, because that's real life. His mother is legit sick. That wasn't kayfabe. His mother is legit sick.
Yeah,
So
he
Like
said
you can
it in
tell on
the
it.
degree.
You can tell on his face. Like I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm here to work,
right,
but I'm really not here.
Right.
Like
and
he
that's
was
why
taking out some aggression. Like he's getting his frustrations out in this match. Like I want to be with my mother, but since I got to be here with you, I'm gonna hit these knuckles real quick, real easy. Like
right.
so you can understand. I don't want to be here.
That's why he said what he said on Friday. He was like, only reason why I'm here because it would actually piss her off that I would not be here to do what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's why I'm here.
Right.
So because he said it. They told him, yo, like you ain't gotta do this. We can revamp it. Because he talked about it like on his social media, and he's rarely ever on his own social media. But when they
Right.
found out his mother was sick, Triple H and Tony Khan did tell him, if you need to pull out this match, then we can pull out the match, and then we can just make it a traditional tag match, or do like a handicap match, saying like you got jumped by the bloodline, now you can't wrestle, and that was the handicap 3-on-1 match. I mean 3-on-2 match. But he was like, no, I'm gonna go do this because it needs to be done, and then I'm gonna go
Or,
take care of my personal.
in the words of my son, they could have put John Cena in the match.
Yeah,
Do
no,
that.
no, it wouldn't have had the same weight.
Or give a
See,
spot to
even
somebody
usually
fresh.
John Cena's gonna be there.
Oh, yikes. Jeez.
Oh,
I don't like this. I'm gonna see it
Mm.
later.
Mm.
that's a hell of a cutter. 1, 2,
He made it just in time.
up.
Just in
Trick
time.
Williams just saved this title.
Right.
He just
Good
saved
God
this
Almighty.
title.
Yo,
Hold on, I'm about
I
to
ain't,
see it. Wait a
first of
minute, I'm
all,
about to see it.
I ain't never seen
First of
nobody
all,
jump with a Spanish fly like that.
I have, but he just did it so poetically though. How you jump from a Spanish fly to a top rope jump cutter? That's crazy.
He said, "You trying to take my title?" Yes, sir. I'm trying to take your title.
Yeah, we got black on black crime about to happen in the ring. We got the Dreads versus the Dreads.
I need Trick to get a new finishing move though. Honestly. But yeah, back to what you were saying about the heels. Yes, I'm
Did
always
he just
for
try to
a
catch him with
good
a
heel.
capoeira kick?
Yes, he did. I'm always going to want somebody to be a good heel and be true to heel like behavior. I think that would have been way too far across the line. Like if his mom was in the hospital, maybe she was recovering, then I could say yeah, take a jab. But if she's on the cusp of we don't know how it's going to turn out, yeah, you got to kind
Right.
of leave
But
that alone.
but I also feel like even
Okay.
if she is in recovery,
Okay.
hold on. Let me just piggyback real quick. Even if we know that she's in recovery and on the way to better health, still run it past KO first.
Oh yeah,
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say
saying.
unless you gave me the green light to do that, then I
Yeah,
bet he gave me the green light. I'm gonna go ahead. We gonna rock with it.
right.
Yeah,
Remember,
I mean,
but
I
that's
wouldn't put
because
that in first, but a good jab that would have been perfect if Solo would have put one in there.
yeah, I
Or
mean,
let
if it was green lighted, then yeah, that
yeah,
would help.
absolutely.
Yeah, but if it's not, don't. And Solo comes from that line. Because remember, that's what pissed off The Rock with John Cena when he called him out
Right,
about him reading his lines. So
right.
they come from, it's always going to be a respect thing to the person that you're working with in the ring versus you physically or a promo. You got to know where to draw the line. And there's a difference between reality and kayfabe. And we
Oh
talked
yeah, I
about
mean,
that. We
I'd
talked
have
about
with
that
a first.
last week. So,
Oh snap!
mm,
Yo,
so he is really trying to kill people, yo.
mm.
So who got better hops, him or Montez Ford?
Montez,
Yo,
Trick
Trick
Williams,
to
and saved this
taking
title for the umpteenth time. All right,
like
so
yo,
what was
boy,
your
get out of here.
yeah? Come on, fellas, back. Here we go. Opinion
All right,
match.
so opinion of the match. solid B plus. Again, I think it could have been more aggression on the Samoan side. Oh, um, I need Solo to get back to being the monster. Even though he wanted to be the leader, I still need you to be the aggressive dude that you used to be, and make these other dudes step up their aggression. Tonga Loa got to do something other than keep taking RKO. I need that brother to do something other than just be a punching bag for the good guy. It need to be. They need to come on SmackDown and just mash everybody out. Just mash
Right.
everybody out.
I
Yo,
agree.
his ribs caught all that table.
I give it a solid B. I like. I'm on Nice side. I need more aggression. You got hyenas and a whole werewolf on your team. I need y'all to let them loose.
I gave it a
Every week,
B.
beat them up in the locker room. Beat somebody up in the locker room. Throw them out there and make an example of everybody. Everybody in that locker room should be scared of y'all.
Exactly.
So my thing is, before I give my opinion, I'm gonna say that, or my rating, I should say. This match, I felt like it should have been a squash match off the break, but I understand they got to give Canada a show, kind of like what they're doing right now with this NXT title match. Um, so you got to give them a show.
Oh, the
Hold on,
table. Oh,
Trey, got his foot on the rope. Got it. Theoretically, that doesn't matter. We're in a triple threat match, so foot on the rope don't
Right.
matter.
When the foot on the rope stuff start happening, the no
In a
disqualification
right, this is a
situation.
triple threat match. You can't get DQ'd or nothing in this. So anyway, um,
that a
um,
box?
Yo,
Bro?
buckle him up.
I think there was some good spots. Jacob just, I knew he was going to be a problem when he no-sold that DDT.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I knew there was going to be a problem. And for
And look,
him to move as fast as he does and to come off the ropes,
Ooh.
like jumping off the ropes and doing what he does,
Mm.
is ridiculous.
so
Trick
look,
Williams is giving out knees like it's candy.
Oh.
AK.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Wow. That's crazy.
So look, my people didn't know who Jacob was, right? And I
Trick
said, go watch.
Williams, Trick Williams is no longer the NXT champion.
Yo, that's a crazy finish though.
It was a great finish. Definitely a
Who
great
was?
finish. He
Who
didn't
was?
get the pinfall.
It's rare that I am shocked at a finish. That was a good finish.
Is it Spears?
No.
Nah, Ethan
It's
Page.
Ethan Page, bro.
Yo, you gotta, but watch how it happened though. That dude is crazy. Yo got the win by luck. That is crazy.
He got hit with a knee and fell onto the other dude. How you come from? Yeah, that's crazy.
Normally I would call stuff like this racist, but I can't even call it racist because that was funny. That was a funny ending.
All right.
Oh snap!
So, they showing the replay.
Oh, Ethan Page is from Canada, by the way.
Okay, but Sean Spears is too. Sean could at least won, but Ethan.
I guess they had more than one Canadian lead Canada with a title.
But, damn.
Yo, when he pushed him off the top rope, he caught all that. He caught all that table.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand how your foot on the rope is like a foot. Like
This ending was
it's
crazy. Needed
yeah.
him, and then Sean killed it. Instead of stopping the pin, you pull him out the ring. What? That was
You gotta
stupid,
look out
sir.
for his. He's looking out for his fellow Canadian.
No, you must look out for yourself.
I understand what you're saying, yo.
You know why, bro? You know they both come from that Cody Rhodes American Nightmare team.
Yeah.
They gonna look out for each other one way or another.
Why
And
you
Sean
look
like, yo, how you
disappointed?
let this dude get over? And I've been here.
So I felt like the match should have been a squash match. They should have just ran. I get why they did what they did, But I think the biggest takeaway from this is that Solo is a fourth person to pin Cody Rhodes since he's been back.
Cody Rhodes.
You know, Roman, of course, Roman
You know
pinned
what's
him.
funny? Who
Drew
was the first
pinned
person
him.
to pin Solo on the main roster?
I don't even remember.
Cody
What
Rhodes.
happened?
Oh, you're right. It was Cody.
Full circle moment.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It was a good match, but I'm giving it a C. I'm giving it a C rating because I felt like it could have been more. I would have loved it more if it was just a squash match. Like, yeah, they took people out, and the ending made sense, and everybody still came out looking good, and it definitely put Solo in a shot to potentially go after the undisputed championship. But outside of that, I don't like it. It was definitely some good spots. Yeah. So real quick, while we got a little bit of time, Danny brought it up earlier.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
You
WrestleMania
did.
40 Behind the Curtain documentary that aired this Wednesday.
Yeah, I liked it, but I didn't like it.
I like the same thing. I liked it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it because it was Dwayne heavy.
Yeah,
Like
It's Final Boss.
it was very Dwayne heavy. Like it was very focused on him, and I knew that was going to happen when it got delayed because it came out saying that he had to get final approval. He had to get final approval before it was released, which I thought was crazy and very egotistical. But then again, we're talking about Dwayne Johnson.
It's the
Um,
Final Boss.
he always won over Triple H.
say what?
He always trying to get one over Triple H.
Yeah.
Well, he is. I'm the boss.
But
I'm your boss.
right. Um, but I think it's crazy. How it it didn't go as deep as I thought it was going to be because a lot of the stuff they talked about it was already like common sense given that you made the pivot because people was pissed about what happened. And then yeah, of
Yeah,
course Punk got hurt, but for you to make it seem like you being Dwayne Johnson, make it seem like that it was your sole idea to make the pivot and to give the people what they want is bullcrap.
Yes and no. Yes and no. To your point.
It
And
wasn't solely him.
it wasn't technically solely him because he had to talk the rest of them into that. But in all intents purposes, they was ready to put Cody to the back seat and they was gonna run with Rock and Roman because hey, we got the Rock back. We may not beat this no time soon. We're gonna go ahead and run with it. He could have easily been a dick, and excuse me, my language, but he could have said, you know what, I'm not giving up my match. Me and my cousin gonna do this, whatever. He could have said that, and
And
they
he
would
could
just live
have.
with it.
And he said that. He said that we could have just went with it and as he said, truck through and keep pushing. And you're absolutely right. He could have did that. So I do commend him for going, okay, you know what? Let's fall back. Let's give the people what they actually want. And that's fine. But don't say
you
that
know it's not gonna be for the belt, right?
huh?
You do know it's not gonna be for no title
Yeah, no.
because I think
Yeah.
Triple H is telling the story now. All people, just because you have a title, does not make you the champ.
Right.
Exactly.
Because if you look
And
at Jey Uso, they don't have titles and they are over way more than Cody Rhodes is.
right, your champion is probably like the number 6 man on the roster right now. In
Right.
reality, like 5 people ahead of this dude right now. When Roman was the champ, Roman was it. Cody is now the champ. Cody is like number 5.
It goes to that point, like during the documentary when he said that Triple H had to teach him that you could be champion without a belt. Is keep the crowd on your side. Have the
Right.
moment the crowd keep talking about you. And I'm looking at I had to look at the documentary. It makes sense what they're doing with Jay. So when that moment he finally get that belt, it's gonna hit harder. This is basically your first year being solo.
Right,
No,
technically, because
you're right.
he has no ties to nobody running in, no Jimmy, no Solo, no interference with the bloodline. This is just you and you alone right now.
Just
You're
him
not
and
tied to
JC.
nothing else going on over here. Even when he came on SmackDown for the promo for the ladder match, I just knew one of the bloodline people was gonna run down on him, but nope, that didn't even happen.
Yeah, that's how I feel like he's going to wind up winning that Royal Rumble. If he don't, then I'm gonna have to write the biggest letter to Triple H ever in my life.
Yeah, just don't tell
But
him that you represent Two Fat Guys podcast because we trying
Oh
to
no,
get
I'm
on
gonna
their
tell him I
press list.
represent the Brandon Scott committee.
the crazy part about Cody being champion is it makes you appreciate Roman more.
Right. Did he just
Because did you fade to black? Did you do the Undertaker?
No, he said something. He know why I covered the camera. So let me tell you something. I'm gonna pull the curtain back a little bit for us real quick. When you have a business or a certain account on Facebook, you'll get spams talking about, "Hey, we're with Facebook Meta support, and you're violating this and violating that, and this, that, and the third." And the reality is, it's not. It's people spamming trying to get you to click on a link. And I be damned if I click on a link and I don't went to school for cybersecurity and all this other crap. And I go into our Instagram account because it said, "Hey, you have a message from Marilyn Mosby." Why do we have a message from
Still
Marilyn Mosby?
thought he had a message from Marilyn Monroe for real.
Right. So I go and I'm reading it, and she was like, uh, "Congratulations to you both." I was like, "What the hell?" So I read the thing that made her respond to us. And I'm reading it, and I was like, and then there's another one to Baltimore City's current mayor. And I say current mayor because I didn't vote for him. Brandon Scott. It's the same message. Like this person copy and paste the same message to both of them. So that's what made me go, "Oh, we got hacked." I messaged my boy. "Yo, we got hacked. Our Instagram got hacked." He goes, "What are you talking about? Wait, what?" And then my brain went, ask him, "Did you send a message to Marilyn Mosby and Brandon Scott?" He goes, "Yes, yes, I did."
Yo,
I was like, "Yo, you gotta let me know when you do stuff like that because I think we got hacked. Because we don't do political stuff." I know why he reached out to them because they're local affiliates or local politicians or local people, and we could talk about pop culture with them in the state of the city and the football team and the baseball team and stuff like that. So I get it. It's a possible another platform or direction that we can move in along with
it's
everything that we
just say yes,
do.
I did.
But yo, I was like, you
Yo,
gotta talk to me before you start messaging politicians. All right,
they
hey
about to
man,
change the password. They about
because
to
in the
block
thing,
people.
yo, no, because in the message he was like, we could talk about the pop culture, the current pop, like pop culture, like the Drake and Kendrick beef. LOL. I'm like, why would this woman want to talk about Drake and Kendrick?
Right, that lady about to go. This lady trying to stay out of jail. She don't want to talk about no Drake and Kendrick.
Yeah.
They trying to
I'm
lock her up.
like, the show is basically in the city. Let's talk to some city people. We ain't even gotta talk about politics. Let's take the curtain off your political standpoint 1 minute. Let's get to with it. How do you feel about the Ravens?
I mean,
You
but
know
that's
what I'm saying?
No,
still,
yo,
but
yo,
that's still politics though, because ain't no politician unless your team is trash and you're like in support of them, like getting you ownership and stuff like that. No local politicians going to trash their local team. They're not gonna be like, well,
Since we in that category, I did reach out to Corey Graves.
to who?
Corey Graves. You know,
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
called him
You know
Corey
who
Corey
you
Graves.
should reach. You should reach out to Jade. Jade actually answer you back.
He hear me? He hear me?
Yes.
I did reach out to Corey Graves. Like, look, come on to the show. You can talk about Yeah, I mean how the Ravens are your favorite football team.
That man's
In
from
which
Pittsburgh, yo.
I know.
That man is born and raised in Pittsburgh, yo.
Now, like, you talk about the stories of growing up about your favorite football team getting beat by my favorite football team. So I'm waiting on a response back.
You're not going to get one, yo. Let me tell you why.
That's gonna be a short conversation because it ain't happened often.
I'm going to tell you why, yo, because they're only allowed to talk to approved people that's been pre-approved by WWE. So you're not going to get a response back. And Princess Fabulous, shout out to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Said rubbing those elbows might get y'all into WrestleMania. Facts. Focus on the goals here.
Man, I'll go be one of the people that put the ring together as long as I get there.
Princess Fabulous. Thank you. Thank you, Princess Fabulous. I appreciated it. Thank you.
First of all, that's a wonderful name.
I've reached out to like 6 more people. I'm in my businessman mode.
Princess
Cross T.
and Fabulous.
I'm sorry, what now?
I said that's a wonderful name. First of all, Princess and Fabulous. Either way it goes, you win.
Yeah, for real.
Not gonna do it.
Not doing it. Good.
Applications coming soon.
What I want to see from this WrestleMania 40 documentary that they had, I wish they did it for every match.
I thought they did. I thought they did pick one of the matches that they follow. Like
right.
Remember that?
They should have did it for Stephen Drew. They did it for Bailey and EO. Just that, like, this was so much the biggest WrestleMania. Everybody should have that spotlight. Like
I agree with you, and I think that would have been good. But since the main focus of that particular of this WrestleMania, unfortunately, fell on the 2 main events from night 1 and night 2, which involved Cody and the Bloodline, and and even with Seth's situation, even though he, but yeah, I felt like if you're going to do the documentary talking about behind the curtain, let's pull it back on all of the matches. And I agree with you because I'd love to see like the backstory of how they decided to, for Damage to Control to come full circle, where the founder.
Everybody below the ball.
Yeah.
You ain't got to show me that one.
So, but if y'all haven't checked out WrestleMania 40 or WrestleMania Extra Large Behind the Curtain, it is on YouTube now. So go ahead and check that out. As I said earlier, Damian Priest has a WWE 24 coming out in a couple. I want to say next month. It's either next month or September.
Well deserved.
First weekend August, like the 7th.
Okay, so it's next month. And for those who like to watch the WWE on AEW biographies, they kick back up next week with The Miz. And I am proud to say, I'm proud to say that I'm a misfit. I am a Miz fan. I didn't start off that way, but once I found out his backstory of how he got treated in the locker room and how he got kicked out and he had to change clothes in the dress in the regular restroom in the janitor closet. It doesn't matter. But the difference is he wanted it. And he refused to allow them to break him. And he got now this man has a Hall of Fame career. He's the only 2-time Triple Crown WWE Triple Crown winner. So he did something right in his illustrious almost 20-year career. So you can't.
He had to learn respect for the game. He had to learn respect for the craft. He been wanting to be a wrestler and pretending to be a wrestler since he was on Real World. He thought that he came up with the Miz character on the Real World.
Yeah, he did.
Calling himself the Miz, mimicking The Rock. He comes in, does the Tough Enough thing, so he was taking it seriously. And I think they only drafted him to the Tough Enough thing because of the Real World stuff he was doing. He got there, he was goofing off, not necessarily taking it serious. And the people was like, "No, you can't come in here just because you a TV famous person and just think you gonna run this joint." So they had to humble him, and he humbled himself and got his craft right, and he made it.
But in reality, he didn't come in like that. Like they just ain't like him because he was the guy from the Real World. Like,
if you look at Shawn Michaels, that little snippet said he made somebody want to punch him in his face. Why? What was he doing to get you on the
Shawn
floor?
Michaels made people want to punch him in the face.
Exactly. So if anybody would know, it would be Shawn.
So let's be sure that the Miz is the original Logan Paul.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is why they clicked up so good.
Yeah, he's the original Logan Paul. And you see what it did for the Miz career. So if Logan Paul took it serious, you can imagine the career he'd go down.
Yeah, but Logan Paul came in with money.
Yeah, you know, nobody's perfect.
And let's keep it a buck. Miz's wife is way hotter than Logan Paul's wife.
Yes.
Or fiance. So.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Miz definitely married up. He definitely married up.
She did send me into a bliss.
He did. I like the fact my man said the first time he saw was that Divas search. He was like, "Yep, I'm gonna marry that woman." I don't know, look at French, but I'm gonna marry that woman, and he did. He married her. So shout out to him. Huh?
Only thing about Cleveland that's acceptable is the Miz. I'm sorry.
I can't comment on that.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and give you our farewells. We do want to say thank you once again for joining us. Yeah, I know Sundays is kind of weird for y'all to tune in, so we do thank y'all who tune in with us on Sundays when we do divert from our normal scheduled time, which is Saturdays. But we thought it would be better to do it the day after the PLE, so we wouldn't be trying to run against the PLE. And I think something that we're going to discuss and probably get Big Knot in on this, that we're going to actually, like kind of how we did with the Heat Wave, but we're going to do it with SummerSlam where we actually do live reactions as it's taking place. But that's some logistics we can work out. But I think that'll be cool for us to do, especially since it's on a Saturday, and a lot of you guys do tune in, so we do thank y'all. Darren Jones, anything you want to say, sir, before we actually know it? I apologize. Mr. Nah, because you are our guest. Anything you want to say first before we bid our adieus and get ready for this work week?
It's been an incredible week of wrestling. I love when we have double pay-per-views on the weekend. Thank you all for having me yet again. You guys always welcome me with open arms, and I appreciate it. If you want to donate to SMU, you can send your funds to.
No.
Never mind. We'll talk. We'll find a way to promote SMU later. But yeah.
Nope. You would not use us as a Ponzi scheme?
As Dean of Admissions at SMU University, we appreciate being invited in yet again, and we will. Oh, hold up! I'm sorry because they try to avoid me doing this. So, although we were talking about last night's pay-per-view while we're watching today's pay-per-view, I would like to give the slapping meat moment of today. Shout out to Big Trick Williams. Although he did hit a nice knee on both competitors, he cost himself his own title. Nonetheless, it was a slapping meat moment of the night. Y'all have a good one.
All right, since you brought it up, what is your SM moment of last night?
That can be used in a lot of ways.
No. So
for the PLE.
My slapping meat moment of the night would have to be when Braun hit Sammy with that clothesline out of nowhere. Sammy looked like he might have lost his bowels, didn't know what to think about himself. He was laying on the mat thinking about his whole future in his life. Like, I really want to keep doing this. He even talked about it in his little post interview. Like, yeah, that was, the dude was crazy. He let it be known.
Yeah, that post interview was crazy.
He let it be known how hard old boy was hitting him. When he hit him with that first clothesline out of nowhere, it was like, all right,
why am I still doing this? Why am I still here?
He hit harder than Gunther.
Definitely, and the speed of which he does it, and the velocity of which he does it is crazy. I don't know if you rehearse it. I don't know how you rehearse something like that and be prepared for it, because he looked like he literally got knocked out of the socks.
All right, so that was your SMM of last night. Danny.
No.
What are your final words, sir, for the night?
I'm with Nas. Good wrestling for this whole weekend. My moment is honestly.
Say it right. Say it right. Say it right. Your what moment? Come on, brother. Say it right.
My slap and meat moment will have to be the EO Sky when she did on Zoe Stark, the tire driver coming off the ladder. I haven't seen Zoe Stark since.
Right.
And,
Somebody need to check on.
And the fact that EO did the whole my butt thing for like a whole 30 seconds. Well, her spirit just left like Doctor Strange. I knew that pain was real.
Yeah. That was the third moment. Somebody needs to check on Zoe for real.
Somebody needs to check on EO. Somebody needs to check on EO.
Y'all remember that moment when Nia Jax tried to do the leg drop on the apron and she kept walking around?
She was like, my butt.
Oh my. Yes.
Yeah.
That EO had that same face.
EO got her beat, bro. She froze in mid-stride.
She froze and bent all the way back. She looked like she got hit with a fatality, yo. She looked like she got hit with a fatality.
She was a victim of Squid Games.
All right, so that was your moment. My moment of last night. My sleep. Nah, shoot.
Mm-hmm. Good night. Come on. You can say it.
Meat slapping moment.
Meat slapping moment.
There you go. Was the same match. Ironically, was the same match, but it was when Zoe powerbombed. What's the name? Went to the ladder, and you thought she was dead. Like, yo.
First of all, that powerbomb was epic because Zoe didn't get hurt doing that powerbomb. She opened up exactly at the right moment.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm about to watch that joint as soon as we get off here. I'm about to go back and watch it again.
All right, so Dad, final words. What we got coming up?
First of all, we're about 4 weeks away now?
Yes.
4 weeks away from the battles. 4 weeks away from C2. Yes, sir. Got a surprise episode coming this week or something. I'm actually trying to think about what it is now. I'm stuck between 3 different things, so I'll be dropping that probably tomorrow morning, make my final decision tonight. Kev is going to be a good one, no matter what it is. It's just going to be fun.
Say it again, you broke up.
I'm going to drop. I said Kev is going to be fun no matter what it is. And for a special treat, I think I'm going to drop the first round of the battle to let everybody know what it's going to be about.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. I don't know yet. I don't know.
You know, I'll be tuned in. Put y'all on the big screen.
Oh, no. The battles you're going to be part of. Because
you're a part of
okay.
You're a part of this. It's part of the round table.
Got to keep reminding.
So, yeah. But, yeah.
You know that this, Roman Reigns is this, Solos is this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's...
Yeah.
He need to go back to keeping his hands in his pocket.
Yeah, so with that being said, people, I know we are approaching the 2-hour mark, so we are going to get out of here. We are Two Fat Guys Podcast, and we can be emailed at twofatguyspodcast99@gmail.com. Facebook, Two Fat Guys Podcast. Instagram and TikTok, Two Fat Guys Podcast 99.
Yeah.
And we are also on Spotify. We only have 2 episodes on Spotify, but we are under Two Fat Guys Podcast on Spotify. I'm working out some logistics as far as like audio quality because, you know, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it properly. So we have 2 episodes on Spotify under Two Fat Guys Podcast. Join us. Come rock with us. And as normal, tell a friend to tell a friend that is Two Fat Guys Podcast again. Peace.